So yes, I changed my name. Basically, when you are born, your parents give you a name, and that is a name that is assigned to you. So when you give yourself your name, you are basically taking your power back, and most times our last names is a slave last name. So you need to get rid of your name anyway. You can keep your first name maybe because it has emotional attachment to your parents, but you know, I like to have another name, and it invokes a different spirit upon you when you have a different name and someone is calling you by that name. Just speaking in general, words are spells and they're magic. So think about your name and what it means. Think about where it came from. What was your mother thinking when she came up with it? How was she feeling? What state of mind was she in? So when I changed my name to Pretty, Pretty is Sanskrit and it means pleasure, joy, and love. And I did that because I felt at that time that Pretty, the being that she is self-actualized. She's confident, she's beautiful, she's successful, and those are all the things that I wanted to be. So I made sure that that was my name, and when people called me that, that's who I was. So when people called me Jaleesa, that was the person who has had a lot of pain and dealt with, you know, the absence of her father and all types of things, you know, growing up. So I didn't like being called Jaleesa. That person was not confident. She didn't love herself. She didn't know who she was. She didn't understand anything about life. So I wanted to be called Pretty. And right now, here I am again in a different state of mind, a different place in my life. So now that I have been, you know, ascending and evolving very spiritually, I am now Akasha, which is my etheric name. Okay, so Akasha just means the Akashic records, which just means all of everything is being recorded in the etheric realm. So basically now when you call me Akasha, that is the goddess of who I am, which of course Jaleesa in itself does mean goddess, because Jah, if you're from the Rastafarian way of life, you understand what Jah is. So either way, I was always divine, I just didn't know who I was. So now when people call me, you know, Akasha or Jaleesa, it resonates with my higher self, and that's who I want to be called. And I feel that everyone should change their name so that you can be who you are